Thank you.
Let's call the meeting. Good morning. Let's call the meeting to order at 9:07. Good morning, everyone. Do I have approval of the minutes for Tuesday, October 17, 2023?
This is Doug. I so move.
Yes.
Thank you, Doug and Amber.
So hold on. Doug firsted.
Doug and Amber.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. All right, now we move to public comment.
I'm Jan Siebert Wermond, P.O. Box 778, Cannon Beach. I just wanted to ask, I remember recently we talked about this large leak that was happening for a number of months. A number of people mentioned it. And I just wondered, Trevor, if we ever found the source and how, it was dealt with, or are we still looking for the
Yep.
source?
still looking for the source.
Oh, boy.
We're narrowing it down to certain sections of town, so we just gotta be cautious because we're gonna start throttling down some valves, and so we gotta be careful with that, with notification, but we're getting ready to start making some moves.
Wow, okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Jan. Okay. Let's move to utility relief requests, and this is I believe the only one that we have on 795 North Spruce Street. Do I have a motion to approve staff recommendation?
I'll move to approve staff recommendation on that. This is Doug.
I will as well.
Okay, Doug has made the motion, Amber has seconded the motion.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to 571 North Larch. Do I have a motion to approve staff recommendation?
Just a quick question on that one. This is the one where they'd been in France and they returned in early October. Saw the water bill was high, got it fixed. Is there any issue about getting it repaired timely? I'm just asking. Kind of looking at the dates here. Date leak repaired 10/11/2023. And what they put for the date leak the date leak found was also 10/23. So obviously they've been in France for 2 months while it was leaking. But they repaired it promptly upon finding it. So I'm okay with the staff recommendation unless somebody wants to discuss that further.
it would have been one thing, Doug, if they would have been found out about the leak and waited a couple months to make repairs, but it seems to me like when they found out, they made quick action, they make repairs.
Yeah, I agree with that, Trevor. So I can move to approve the staff recommendation
Thank you,
to
Doug.
approve this.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank
I
you.
agree. Trevor, I have one question though. Do they have ion water? Is there a reason why it took them 2 months to find out?
If they don't have iron water, I'm sure they have iron water. I'll ask Daryl about that, because I'm sure Daryl helped them with that, but I'm sure they're signed up for it, but I can't give you 100%.
And a lot of times, remember, people go out of the country and they don't have any access to any of the stuff. And they should have somebody else to be, in charge of their good, but that could have been.
I'll follow up with Daryl and see, and if not, Daryl's pretty persistent with that. And we'll make sure they get signed up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to action items.
So you guys all agreed with that motion?
Yes, so Doug,
Yes, that was to approve the staff recommendation, to approve the application. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
your turn.
My time. Okay, the seismic valve project, phase 1 of our water resiliency project, will be accepting bids. The deadline is Wednesday, the 29th at 2 p.m. So we'll be opening up the bids at that time, and hopefully we get some some good numbers this second go around with this bid process. We have two pump stations, Siusla and Midway, that are in progress for the expansions with the generator placements inside. And I got some good news. The Midway generator has been officially fired up and it's online and it's working really well. So that one has a permanent generator on site now. The Siusla pump station, concrete's been poured, the retaining wall's been poured, and they're framing the extension as we speak now. We'll be placing the generator here once the roof is placed on that, and then put the generator inside, let them finish up, and then do an official startup for that and get that online. Center Street beach access is in full swing. Concrete's being poured down there. Bollards are being poured down there, and then they'll set the steps along with the new hand railing. Hopefully that project will be wrapping up within the next week. Amber, this is kind of for you, and I'll be notifying you tomorrow, but the East Harrison Waterline project is in its final stage. We are going to be having one last shut off the 28th, next Tuesday, starting at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm waiting till tomorrow to post it on Facebook and notify the affected customers. We're still waiting for one more part to come in today. I want to make sure that part comes in before I notify customers, the affected customers for the 28th. But I'll be calling you again, Amber,
Okay.
to give you the yay or nay on that.
Okay, that was
Also,
actually, sorry. Question.
It'll be posted on Facebook as well.
Okay,
That's all I got.
I have a couple questions if we
ahead,
can.
Amber. Go ahead.
So I was just wondering, is there, and I don't know, this maybe can wait until Karen's on, or I wondered if there is a place, Trevor, that you could direct me, that we had a list of the grants that Public Works is currently operating off of, or all the loans and or grants combined. I'm just kind of curious to know if there's a place that's posted somewhere on the website. I haven't been able to find it, or maybe this is something that the Public Works Department can provide. But a list of all the grants that are currently active or that we're waiting to be awarded, the amounts, the dates, whether or not they're forgivable, what the interest rates are. Is there a place that I can find that information?
I'm not sure if that's available on our website, but I think that's a good discussion item for next Public Works Committee meeting.
Yeah,
I
I'd
agree.
love that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and then I guess I have a couple, let me just see here. I have like two more items if we're okay with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the status of the Midtown bathroom? I know that we paused that because of a budget reason, or that was the last that I've heard of it, I think, when we brought it up here. Is there any update on that?
There is no update on that. We just paused that project. We have the set of drawings, so we're ready to go to put it out to bid again. We're just waiting for a little while, and hopefully prices come down a little bit and contractors slow down a little bit, so we get some people to bid on the project and give us a reasonable price. But as of now, it's on hold.
Okay, all right. So now here's my next one. This kind of goes back to the Public Works, kind of the master plan, but I'm wondering if there's any talk or any interest within the city to expand our footprint for our watershed, given all the water talk about water resiliency and, working with Windsor to do, I think, isn't Windsor being asked to look at or do another report?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, for some reason, I thought that was happening, but I just wonder, has there been any discussion about expanding our watershed?
Oh, we're always looking to purchase extra property that surrounds our watershed, but nothing serious quite yet. Again, also finding out where possible other water sources would come from.
Right. That's exactly my point.
It's always, anytime we get, our surrounding neighbors up there, we're always interested in purchasing property, but there's been nobody's contacted us with a serious talk about that
Okay.
I'm aware of.
Okay. I'm just wondering how that plays out into the larger water resiliency planning.
Good question.
Yeah. Those are my questions for now. And we can come back to the grant one in a meeting when everyone's present or Karen's ready, or, I can submit a letter and just have that be ready for the next
Thanks,
time.
Amber. Yeah, we definitely can talk about it in the December meeting. That sounds like a great idea. Trevor, what about the bridge? FEMA, did they come through the grant?
Mhm. Yeah, we got that money. We're gonna be having a meeting next week with Civil West to figure out the next process in that whole stage of discussion with those funds.
Okay,
Is that for the retrofit?
It's just looking at options, very high level right now.
Does Bruce know? Because I just asked that yesterday.
yeah, and
I thought-
he did mention that the grant was here and that they were gonna look at options for the retrofit or, you know.
They didn't know yet, but they thought they got it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So, but so we're sure that we have it. It's just,
Mhm.
now we're looking at options. Great, okay. Any other questions? Amber, Doug?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, well, I move to for good of the order. Anything for good of the order?
No,
I'm good.
All
Yep.
right, in that case, happy Thanksgiving, you guys. Be safe.
happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yeah, same
Thank
here.
You.
Thank you for being here today.
Talk tomorrow, Am.